Hello, welcome back to another analysis. Today we'll be looking at the New York session. It is now 8:12 p.m. in Perth, so we're about 12 minutes into the New York session. So let's get straight into it. Right at the moment, so these boxes I have here are an analysis of the Tokyo session. So we will adjust them accordingly in real time now for the New York. So as we see here, my analysis this morning was that the trend will go down. It actually didn't, it went up, but the box was still correct because it still dropped, it still contained the price. So I got the direction wrong, but I got the setup right. So and what that means is the support and resistance, they're pretty strong. Especially here, it got hit twice on the 1 hour. So that's very telling that if anything, we could expect a reversal from here, because as you see on the 4 hour, it's a downtrend, but it is poking it though. And on the daily, it's an uptrend. Oh, all right. So I would not make any trades here, but if I was, I would wait until it convincingly shows me that it's an engulfing downward, and that was where I'll take a short trade. And if it does a close above the resistance line, then that's when I'll do a long trade. But I wouldn't want to do a long trade because I just have no scope on where it could go from here. If anything, I would set it here. So we've got about 50 pips there, 60 pips, 68 pips that we could do. But either way, that is a risky one, so I wouldn't do anything there until an indication is clear. So that's my analysis for the Australian yen. Let's move on to the pound yen. Pound yen. So there was a bit of a pullback today here, but it was still in the downtrend direction. As you can see, lower highs, lower lows, lower high, lower low, lower highs, lower low. Well, we don't have a lower low yet, but I bet you it's forming. And with this one too, I did open a trade up today when this one hit the 90 RSI here. So and I entered about somewhere here on this bar, and I got about 50 pips on the way down here, which was very good, I must say. It was a very clean trade. Didn't even pull back at all. So that was very good. Very happy with that. If anything, I'll wait for it to hit a 90 RSI again on the 30-minute chart. That's where I see I have an alarm there. When it hits the 90 RSI and it has an engulfing candle down, which will be around here, that's where I'll enter in again. So yeah, I'll wait for that. So that's definitely going to be the same. Oh yeah, I forgot to edit. So I don't need to edit the last one, but I'll edit this one. Just moving these into their respective... Oh, well, there's not much to edit here anyway. So yeah, that's the new trend direction. That's the new pullback zone. With this one, the Aussie yen, same goes. We don't have much for a pullback zone. We're still thinking it's going to drop from here. So yeah, if I was to adjust this properly, that's where I'll go for a long. Okay. All right. Now moving on to the Aussie US dollar. Downtrend as predicted. Very good analysis there by yours truly. But the thing is, where would it go from here? And did I get any signals today? I had it at the 90 RSI, but I got no signals from maybe 10:30. I would have got a signal, but that wouldn't really be a good buy anyway, because it didn't really drop at all. It only dropped towards after 5 o'clock ish. So yeah, okay. So yeah, it did go in the direction, but there wasn't any good opportunities to trade there anyway. So glad I didn't take trades there. I usually don't have much luck with the Aussie dollar, even though that's a major pair. It tends to be very erratic. You know, it tends to just jump up and down all over the place at any moment of time. And it's just the market structure is not clean. It hasn't been clean for a while. So yeah, that's why I don't trade that one as much. But it is there just for me as a learning process. Now let's go on to the NAS100. Now this is the session to be in. Definitely a pullback. Maybe I need to stop doing these 1 hour trends in bias, because I had this as an uptrend, as you see from my last video, because of the 4 hour and the daily. Daily is in a very, very strong uptrend since, since July really. It's been a very strong, so there's a lot of bias there that I was hoping to cover, but definitely it's in a pullback zone now. So 4 hour, you definitely need to change this now. This is no longer a pullback. Oh, it still looks like a pullback, doesn't it? Because there hasn't been a lower low. No, okay, yeah. So the 4 hour is still in a uptrend. It's still definitely in an uptrend. Okay, definitely. I'll probably move this down about here, just to be safe, because we don't know if that's the newest high and it will never go back there again. We don't know. 1 hour, you're definitely in the low now. So I do need to change this since we're in a pullback. So this is how we do it. There's the trend. What is it? Green. Change it to red. Text change. Okay. And this is now the pullback zone. So that's what I have here as a template. It's a 1 hour pullback. So we move adjust these accordingly. Now where do I think this will pull back towards this? So the pullback zone is definitely onto the resistance line. Once it breaks that, then we'll be back into an uptrend on the 1 hour. But for now, on the downtrend, we've got a resistance here. We definitely got a resistance there. So I'm going to leave it as it is. There's not much opportunity to go as for short. Would I trade this in this session? If it hits my trigger, which is the 90 RSI, I would. Hasn't done that for a while, especially around in this area. But usually on the way down, it doesn't do that as often. And if anything, at 10:30, that would have been my opportunity to win. But yeah, it didn't hit the 10 RSI, so it didn't fit my rules. It is creeping up slowly right now. It's in the 70-ish RSI area, so we might see something there. So I'll have an alarm system here. I've got NAS 90 RSI there, so I'll start that back up to alert me when it hits that RSI. So yeah, that's another trigger that I'll do today. And lastly, we got the gold USD. Gold USD in a downtrend very cleanly as predicted since my opening on the 1 hour before. Another wish I was in a trade there, because that's fairly clean. That's really good market structure. So where is it gonna go, and where is it heading? I reckon that support line still holds. We've got a base on this. Oh no, it's not a strong one. Not a strong support at all. But it's something. It's something to keep you caution, so you don't get greedy. But I'll definitely reduce it to where we are. Because anytime you have a big trend drop zone, that's where you get greedy. So let's widen this out a bit. Yeah, that's definitely a resistance that it needs to break in order for us to go back into an uptrend. So it's definitely in a downtrend direction, waiting for it to hit the 90 RSI on 30-minute chart. It did about here. That's where we should have entered a trade. So yeah, let's put another alarm there on the 90 RSI. So everything is in a downtrend, it seems. Is that right? Is that what I said? So downtrend. Yep, everything is in a downtrend, and we're just waiting for those opportunities to go in. Australian yen looking very likely to be my only trade during this session. Just because it has the oh no, Great British Pound looking very convincing too. But if it pulls back, it could pull back really up here, and it'll get out of my stop loss. But I'm speaking right now, a lot of them are in a good position where as soon as I hit that 90 RSI, I would go in. So that's pretty much why I have the alarm on for all of them. But if I was to enter something right now, if you want me just to give you, you know, a gun to the head answer, it would be the Aussie yen. There's no sign of a reversal, except the fact that it's at the resistance line. So we're being very risky here doing it. But what if I put the stop loss above it? It's a risk that will most likely be in a loss. But very, very hard. Should I do it and see how it goes? This is how people lose money, isn't it? Well, let's just do something for the video, and then we can see the results tomorrow where we went off that one. So let's do it. Let's enter in a smaller lot than normal. Take profit, stop loss 40, and see how we go. Sell. Now that stop loss is actually higher than I want it to be. So as soon as that trade enters, let's see. Yeah, it doesn't need to be that high. We don't need to risk that much. Let's go 18 pips. 16 pips. 16 pips for 50 pip win. That's a 5 to 1.5. So that's a good trade off. Oh no. Did I mess up? No. That's fine. Yep. So yeah. Let's see how that turns out in the next video. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.